Okay, so this is part three. I'm gonna try to make this the final part, if I can help it. When you really get to know someone, I mean, like when you really take the time to honestly put in the work and getting to know someone, you reach an understanding of what is clear and what is not. You know the boundaries in which a person wants you to know. You don't really know someone all the way through. You only know maybe 50 to 40% of what a person wants you to know of them. So I'm going to explain it, and this is how it works. Okay. Um, when I started this acting gig, I thought for sure that my career is going to take off because I'm special. You know, I got this little talent called Kung Fu. No space. But you get the drift. There's a camera right there. I can't afford to break it. But you get the gist of it. I thought that, I gotta get up in there, I do some kung fu, I'm gonna break it down, I'm gonna do all kinds of other things, I'm gonna make all these kung fu movies, I'm gonna be like my idol Bruce Lee, my hero, my other idol Jackie Chan, my other hero Sammo Hung, and I'm going to be the shit. We got a studio coming to Virginia, so I don't have to fucking move all the way to California to say, would you like some fries with that? So my plan was essential. And it was going great. And then it didn't. Okay? I mean, it really didn't go great at all. It went straight clusterfuck left, and then it didn't take the other left at Albuquerque so that I could start all over. It only got worse. In the worst way possible. Anything and everything that could go wrong with my life and my future career happened. So, let's take back a couple of steps. So first, I made this movie called Fallen Dragons. Thank you to everyone who was in there. The Bowie sisters and everyone else. Adrian Cow, Eric Chen, Philip, I can't remember your last name, and Lewis, I can't remember your last name, and the badass white guy whose name I can't remember the first or last name, who played the big bad that we never actually got to have a full fight scene. But when I find the video, I'm going to upload it here, so don't worry. I have to go through all these tapes and shit to find it. But thank you guys. It's been almost 20 years. There haven't been any remakes or anything like that. So that movie was going to be my starting point. That shit didn't happen. So I made another movie called Path of Ascension. In Path of Ascension, my boy CLS, my boy Josh, they're brothers, and my friend Charles, we were going to make this movie about guys who had elemental powers. So my boy Bruce put the special effects in there, and you can see that on Kung Fu Havoc 1, and it was great. Or at least the concept was great. Film itself, not so much, but if I had everything I needed, the plan was put this out here, somebody will pick it up, and we'll get recast and remake everything, and everything's gonna go peachy fucking clean, and we're gonna be like, boom! And then that shit went. So then I lost control of Kung Fu Havoc #1. So that YouTube site, it's still there. I just don't have control over it, so I can't upload anything from it. Okay? That makes sense? Good. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. If I can figure out how to share that stuff here, I will do that. But I don't know because I don't even know where that footage is. But anyway, then I made another movie called The Dragon's Breath. So as I said, life has one big clusterfuck of great moments, and then reality slaps you in the face like a ton of bricks. So we did some rehearsal. Thank you, Hector Lee, for being in my film, even though I didn't get to launch the career that I wanted and to help you and all the other stuff. Hector Lee, I don't know where he is, but thank you very much. He's a good guy. He played one of the senseis, and I played a half guy who was half Chinese and half black. And my grandfather was his friend and all this other shit. All right. That being said, the girl I had, who was an Indian girl from India, she was the ones with the dots, not the feathers. She quit the day we were about to start filming. Like the very day before, actually. Didn't even get a 24-hour notice. I got like a 45-minute notice. Like just before we started filming. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to be in your film, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So now I got to scramble to try and find a chick that can do martial arts. That shit won't gonna happen. So, I wanted to do another girl, but she was a dancer, but she didn't have adequate flimsiness. Right? Because Kung Fu, some skills are quick and fluent, and some skills are low and soft. And she was a mixed in between that. So she might have been really good at dancing. So she might have had great high kicks. However, there was no time. So we used camera tricks to have a non-existent girlfriend in the film. And everything was complete except one problem. The shed that my boy Bruce had the film in fell over and crushed the hard drive. And everything was gone. So yeah, that happened. That fucked up everything there. So there's another movie that went to hell in a handbasket. I don't know where the footage is. I have to try and find it. I don't have time to put all this into perspective of trying to find this footage. And then the bad guy, who him and I aren't really seeing eye to eye as of a long time ago, he didn't really want to show up to work. Now, he showed up twice. So we had to shoot all his scenes in those 2 days. And his name starts with a T and ends with a Z. That's not his real name, it's his nickname. You refer to him as the Tasmanian Devil, who just didn't want to work. Alright? All he had to do was say no. So I could have found another bad guy anywhere instead of waiting for this shit to happen. Then the other bad guy, he showed up. So that led us to doing the Path of Ascension. And in the Path of Ascension, the guy who was the bad guy in Dragon's Breath became one of the good guys in there. So we were making this stuff. And then after the thing was made and it was mostly about me, I got complaints from my actors. Well, you didn't give us enough screen time, blah, 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 and this, that, and whatever. Special effects were okay, mediocre at best, but they still looked somewhat good. But I told them, I said, well, here's the thing. First off, I thank you for being in my film, because you worked for free, so thank you for that. But if you want screen time, you have to be willing to actually show up and film. So when we made the Guardians of the Earth, it was great. I got a whole new crew with my old crew together, with the exception of 2 people who refused to show up and do their damn job. They found excuses to not show up. And here's the thing. I ain't got nothing against nobody who smoked weed. Let me get that out the way right now. I don't do it myself. I'd rather watch porn than smoke weed. But 2 or more people in my crew smoked weed and decided, hey, fuck what James said. We're just going to keep doing it. So, first guy wouldn't show up and decided he's going to ride scooters to Amherst, which is a hell of a ride in a car, let alone ride on a scooter. Not going to say he's a liar. I'm just going to say that, you know, he sure as hell wasn't walking funny when I bumped into him. Second guy, I laid down these rules for a reason. Monday through Thursday, smoke weed until your balls pop off, but Friday night, you need to be sober. So when we start filming on Saturday morning, everybody's going to have a clear head. It's going to take maybe 4 hours at best to get down 4 scenes. At best, 4 hours. If you can give me 4 hours, we're good to go. And all of the crew in the damn movie, we doubled, you know. If I wasn't in the scene, I was running the cameras. If other actors weren't in the scene, they were helping me run the cameras, and we were working through fight scenes, and we were doing everything we could. So thank you, Tay. Thank you, Randy. Sorry. And thank you, Courtney. Because those were my 3 new crew members. And then thank you, CLS. And thank you, Josh. And the guy that played the news reporter that bailed ass. And then Thank you to the two who just decided we weren't gonna fucking show up because we'd rather smoke weed and drink instead of doing this guy this one favor that can probably launch everyone's career. And then after we put all the stuff together on the hard drive, I gave it to my boy Bruce, who unfortunately lost his job and decided to move to Alabama, where he was attacked and my shit was missing. So if you are out there in Alabama and you have my shit, 512 Rougemont Avenue, just mail the shit back. I'm not pressing charges. I just want my shit back. I just want my film footage back. Because you're keeping me from my career. Okay. That being said, I have to find all the footage because I'm never going to get that hard drive back, no matter how many times I say 512 Rougemont, Charlottesville, Virginia, 22902, sometimes 22903, they're going to actually mail me my shit back. They're definitely not watching this channel, which is why I can freely advertise my address. And if people who want to help me get famous are watching my channel, now you have my address. Anyway, that being said, Charlottesville, Virginia, 512 Rougemont, 22902, VA. Anyway, that being said, the stuff that was taken was my best shit that I've ever made. And that goes into that, falling into the category of 7 and 8s. So when it happened, first, me and the love of my life broke up. That wasn't part of my plan, but it happened. Then everything else started going wrong. Car broke down, lost a job, you name it, and it happened. And I mean 7 and 8s, because they say bad things happen in 3s, but for me, bad shit happens in 7 and 8s. Without question or remorse. It would be great if they only happened in 3s. But for me, I'm the only person on earth where shit happens in an even number. Alright? And all of it's bad. Just bad. Right off the bat. So, pick myself up and try again. I wanted to make more films. However, I was so distraught from what happened with me and my woman that I joined the army. Then I fell in a hole. There's a really nice scar right here for the hip replacement that probably wouldn't have happened had the street been paved, and I would still probably be in service right now. So then, as I moved on, things just kept going as they do, because time doesn't stop for anybody. And so as they go on and on, you find your niche. My niche was taken from me by serving my country in a hole. And this year, I finally got cleared to actually do jogging. So if I can jog, I can train. So, boom, that's coming back. Because this is the leg that was my standing leg. And this is my leg that needs to be replaced next. So, yeah, that's going to happen. Now, I'm giving you guys this get to know me videos for a reason. Without you, whatever fans I have, whatever followers I have, without you, I don't get to do what I want to do. I don't get to do what I love. And I only set out to make movies for one reason. For one reason and one reason only. Besides the fact that movies make me happy, which was not my ever intention, because I never thought that movies would make me happy. Or at least not making them. Making them makes me happy. But the one thing that makes me happier than anything in life is my ability to kick people in the face. And I wanted to make movies so I could teach Kung Fu for free. That was my only sole purpose, is to make movies to teach Kung Fu for free. So the movies could buy me a house. The movies could buy me a dojo. The movies could buy me a studio so that I can make my kind of movies for people who are multicultural like me. Because no matter what movie you watch, there's nobody who goes home, except for the movie Walking Tall, where The Rock actually had a black daddy and a white mom. There are no movies like that. Ever. They exist, and every now and again, I guess if you go far enough back into the 80s and maybe the 70s, you may find a movie like that. But for the most part, you don't. And this is why I say that. My mom looks white, but she's mixed. My dad looks black, but he's mixed. His mother was Native American, his father was black. My mom's mother's Native American and black. Her father was black and white. So yeah. We got a rough amount of Native American in black in us, and a tiny smidgen of white. So I'm very stuck on my cultural background. The problem is, when I go to movies, And when I watch TV, I see strong black families with just black people. You know, or I see strong white families with just white people. Or I see strong Asian families with just Asian people. But I've never seen a TV show with a mixed person. Now, Days of Our Lives have been integrating the multicultural, the biracial shit in with the Stefano and Lexi and all that crap way back when. But at the same time, you don't get to see them go home to their parents who are of different color and have a long-standing, great fucking relationship. You understand where I'm going? So that's why I wanted to make movies, so I could have a hero like me. And so that other kids who are multicultural, who are like me, high yellow up here, could have a hero to watch. Now, don't get me wrong. I love The Rock and I love Tiger Woods, and Rock's getting all the roles. But up except for Rock Walking Tall, you've never really seen him go home to parents of different ethnicities. Now, in Scorpion King, I understand. Because in Scorpion King, he started off as a grown-ass man. He didn't need to have no damn kids. Walking Tall, he started off as a grown-ass man too, but he actually came from a biracial family, and they showed it, and I love that. It's my second favorite movie with The Rock. My first favorite movie will always be The Scorpion King, and I don't care what anybody says. Alright? Period. I didn't watch the other two Scorpion Kings. I know they had a Power Ranger as a Scorpion King. But anyway, that being said, there's not a lot of multicultural heroes in movies or scripts or anything because they're not letting people write. There's not enough Native American movies because I can play a Native American. I'm close enough. Many Native Americans probably say, you're a half-breed, we don't want you, but I've never had that happen except for one time with one tribe from the West Coast. They was playing basketball with the Charlottesville Cardinals. That was a little bit of an issue. But other than that, I've never had a problem with other people who are of Native American descent. And in fact, some of them didn't even believe that I was half black because Native Americans have different color wheels, just like black people. So I'm going to end this video with telling you that there's going to be a part 4. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm on a tangent, so I got to keep going.